Hey YouTube, Rogue2 here. Starting off with my Marincess deck profile. This is a deck that I've been enjoying recently. I figured I'd show it off to you guys. I'm just going to go through, talk a little bit about each card, and then I'll be bringing a separate video for just to show off a couple of combos to you guys. That'll be pretty soon after this one. But for now, let's just get into it. Starting off, we've got 3 Marincess Blue Tang. This is just solid starter. Does everything you want. Gets you more extenders into the graveyard to add back. You always want to start with Blue Tang. Then we've got 3 Pascalis. This is just a solid level 4 extender. Hardly anyone wants to interrupt just a normal into a special, which is nice because then starting with 2 materials is infinitely better than starting with 1. You just get to do so much more. It's just a good, and it's level 4, so it's good for your Toad. Yeah, just a solid extender. Then 3 Spring Girl. Spring Girl, another good level 4 extender. Just a free special from hand. That's a couple of these monsters, but Spring Girl being a level 4 is especially useful for your Bahamut Shark into Toad. And the second effect doesn't really come up much, but if you just have like a Spring Girl and you manage to mill a Blue Tang, then you can just do some crazy stuff from there. So that's always nice to have available. Then we've got 3 Seahorse. Seahorse, just a nice free extender. Probably the best 1-card combo outside of Blue Tang. Just free special from hand. Yeah, just another good extender. You're just playing a lot of extenders because 1 card can get you to a Link 4 pretty much, so any more extenders past that just get you so much more advantage. And then we're playing 3 Mandarin. Mandarin is kinda not quite as good of an extender, but still pretty decent. Nice to have. Not as good on her own, but really helps in like 2 to 3 card combos. Just another solid extender, and can summon herself from graveyard, which is super nice. And then our last monster is the 1 Sleepy Maiden. This is for your 1-card combo with Blue Tang, so that you can make your Aqua Argonaut with a Spell Trap negate. Otherwise, if you draw it, it's just a good extender, just specials itself from hand. That's most of your Marincesses, but yeah, just a good one. And if you have one of your Link 4s out already, and you can target that with Sleeping Maiden, she'll give it destruction protection, so that's always a nice little utility thing to have around. So now, moving on to the spell cards, we've got 3 Marincess Dive. This is just a reborn. Just good to get your material out of the grave. Anything you send off of Blue Tang or anything that you just need another body. It's searchable off of your Sea Angel, which is nice. So this is what you're mostly going to be searching off of Sea Angel, just for another body, help you get to your bigger links. And if you have your field spell, which we are playing 1 of, then Dive becomes a E-Telly, which is super nice getting to your Blue Tang or to just another level 4 extender. And then Battle Ocean, we've got the 1. Not the most useful card, but it is nice to have one for your Argonaut to equip stuff. And also, it really helps getting a lot of attack on board because your monsters aren't that big and you're not putting out a ton of monsters. You're just going to have like 2 or 3 monsters maybe on board. But the Battle Ocean helps them get real big attack points so they can actually do some damage. And the last spell we're playing is 3 Signet Mining, which is a very good card, especially mining plus 4 hand traps. You just pitch one of them to grab your blue tang and just do 1 card blue tang. Or if you have blue tang and mining, it's a great ash bait because who's not going to go for the 2-for-1 ash? So it's really good at getting to particular parts that you don't have yet, and just super nice for a lot of things. And then lastly, we are playing 2 Wave. Wave, searchable off of your Link 3. Just a really good interruption of a monster negate and making your monsters unaffected for the rest of the turn, which is very nice because then they're trying to break your board through unaffected monsters who with the field spell might be sizable as well, so it just makes things really hard to makes your boards harder to break and is just a nice interruption. And then for hand traps, I am playing 3 Imperm, just general monster negate, not once per turn, just generally good card. 3 Ash Blossom, same kind of thing, just generally good card. There's not a deck out there that you're not going to be able to Ash. Just a good generic. And then I'm playing 3 Nibiru. You kind of need some way to stop your opponent from making a huge board because you do kind of struggle playing through established boards a little bit. So this really helps. This and like a Droll in the side deck really help reduce the end boards that you're gonna have to play through. So that's just a solid thing to have around. 3 Triple Tactics Talents, also for helping you play through hand traps. Usually you'll be, depending on what you have, if you need more extenders to play, you'll draw 2. Otherwise, if you have extenders, you probably look at their hand, take out their other hand traps, take out the nib, because this deck is kind of not too great at playing through nib, but yeah, just nice to be able to get rid of hand traps. And then I'm playing 2 Lightning Storm because there's not much for in-engine spell trap removal in this deck, so I did not want to just not main any spell trap removal and just lose to lab game 1 and then have an uphill battle from there. And I went with Lightning Storm just because it's against non-back row decks, it's still useful because you can just destroy monsters instead. And just hitting the whole back row instead of just one with like a Cosmic Cyclone, I'd prefer something a little more powerful. And then our one last non-engine is the one called by. Helps you play through hand traps. Just good card. And then on to the extra deck. We are playing 2 Aqua Argonaut, This is your boss monster. Spell trap negate. Uh, helps helps protect your other Marincess monsters by battle when it's in the extra monster zone because you can only attack it. Which helps when you have the field spell, making it extra big because it's equipped. Just really solid boss monster. One Bubble Reef. This is pretty much a heat soul for the deck. Draws a card during the standby phase. Draws you into hand traps. Second effect does come up sometimes when you use your Spring Girl effect to banish out of the grave, and then you can summon it back with the Bubble Reef. Just solid card when you can't get to a way to equip to your Argonaut. Next we've got 2 Coral Triangle. Triangle searches your wave, your trap card. It's solid recovery on following turns, just gets to summon so much material out of the graveyard. Just good turn 1 and following turns for recovery. 1 Marbled Rock. This helps you get more of your extenders out of the graveyard. I think this is the one that I'll replace with Zealantis when I get one. I just need to pick one up, but it is useful. I'm debating dropping 1 Coral Triangle just to keep a Marbled Rock in, but I don't know. It does help to have ways to get more extenders out of the graveyard, but I think it's probably a little more niche. We've got 2 Coral Anemone. Anemone is your best link to just summon something out of the graveyard. When it goes to grave, it adds one back from grave to hand. Just gets so much extension out of this one monster. Just super good. This is the reason that you have so many 1-card combos, because your Anemone just does so much. 1 Splash Mage. This you don't summon all the time, but you do when you need just a little more extension to get to more of your Link 4s. It helps just get the 1 extra thing, and oftentimes you'll go Splash Mage, bring back a guy, link into Coral, Anemone, and then Anemone bring back Mage, and then you can link 4 with that. So good to have around for situations like that. And we've got 2 Sea Angel. Link 1 searches your spells. Most of the time you're reborn, so that's how you get from just 1 monster, summon Sea Angel, grab the reborn, make your Link 2, and just go extend from there. And then 2 Blue Slug. Blue Slug also helps you get more extenders by getting them out of your graveyard. This is what makes Blue Tang so good, because you can just summon Blue Tang, send a Marincess, make this, grab whatever you sent. Just super useful for that, and for plenty of other lines, just getting more extenders out of the graveyard. And then we've got Bahamut Shark and Totally Awesome. Level 4 waters with your Marincess monsters. Super easy to make Bahamut Shark to summon your Toad. This, if you have any 2 level 4s in your hand, you can get to Toad, and it's just super useful to have an Omni Negate for if they happen to draw like board breakers or something that would usually break your Marincess monsters, but just having the Toad is super useful. You do have to watch out for if you go Splash Mage, because Splash Mage locks you into Cyburst, so once you do that, you can't make Toad on those lines. But usually you'd be making Toad before you'd be making Splash anyway, so usually it works out pretty well. And that is the deck. I think I will probably be bringing a combo tutorial soon after this, just to show off a few of the 1 or 2 card combos. That'll be within probably a few days of this profile. And we'll see how it goes from there. That should be it. Rogue Tier, signing out.